Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a mold of one of my crystal clusters. So we're gonna make a mold of this bad boy, and honestly, I'm really excited. I once did actually make a mold of one of my crystals, and for some bizarre, unknown reason to me, I threw it away. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it was because I didn't make it with this stuff and the mold itself wasn't that great. So we're gonna make a new one, and I'm so freaking excited. And this one is like nice and girthy. It's nice and thick. I think I can do a lot of cool things with a mold of this. So we are going to jump right in and get started. I have a container. It's an old Cool Whip container. I've also got gloves, and I'm going to be using this. So this is the Mold Star 15 Slow. Silicone rubber. We've used this before when we made my infamous heart dish that is now covered in like sawdust. Well, not sawdust, but like resin sandings. We're gonna jump right into this because I've had many failed experiments this week, and I would like to return to something that I know is going to work. That I have done before, and I know as it's just familiar to me. So I'm really excited because I think this is gonna be totes cool. Okay, so I've switched up the angle. Wow, magical new angles. And so that you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm also using this to block some secrets. I am so sorry, but you will find out very soon. I'm so excited. This stuff comes in two parts, A and B, and all you have to do is measure out equal parts of them and then mix it together. All the directions are like super simple on the back. So yeah, you measure out equal parts of A and B, pour it into 1 cup. It's a lot like resin. And then you mix that up, and then you can pour it into the thing with your thing that you want to mold in the thing, you know? So something I did before I pressed record is I put clay into like little crevices, or maybe like some little holes that it had, or some sharper edges that it has. Just because, you know, I don't want the final pieces to come out super sharp or have holes or anything. So you can do that with some polymer clay. You can go around and kind of like patch things up on anything really that you want to make a mold of. So now I'm just going to put the thing that I want to mold into my container, not touching either side of the container. So a trick you can do when you're making your own mold is actually to get some Legos. I know it sounds weird, but I learned this from somebody else on Instagram who makes molds. I know I've said his name before, but it's Philip.Danner. He's like the most helpful in the world, and as far as like making molds and stuff. So you can take Legos and kind of like build your own wall or your own like container basically, but I'm not doing that here because I forgot to buy Legos. I am so sorry, but we will do that soon. I pinky promise you. Ready? Pinky promise. I actually have already like dug into this stuff, so all we're gonna do is pour it into 1 cup. I'm not gonna measure out equal parts because I already know that they are equal parts. So we're gonna get some gloves on. I know, your girl is wearing gloves. Okay, so once you have it all mixed up and it's all like one uniform color, there's no like streaks of white or anything anywhere, you can pour it into the container. So another thing you can do is to pour it into like a thin stream into one spot. Like, don't move it all around. The thin stream is going to get rid of like bubbles on the way down, so we are going to do that, and I'm going to zoom you in somehow.
I would like to return to something that I know is going to work.
And then I realized I didn't have enough mold maker to mold this thing, so then I went around and tried to like weirdly patch it up as if that would have somehow worked. I don't even know. So then I grabbed a smaller like container, thinking, oh, maybe it'll be enough in this container, like not wasting any space around it. but that also ended up not working, and I was, I was going crazy. So I grabbed a even smaller container with an even smaller crystal, and to my absolute relief and joy, it actually worked. Okay. So I don't know if you saw, but I just had to do a series of problem solving things. So yeah, I didn't have enough to mold this guy, so I first had it in this container, and I was like, oh, maybe it'll work out if I put it in a different container, one that fits it a little bit better. And so I put it in this one, which basically fits it perfectly. And it still wasn't enough, so I said, F it, because I am so tired of failing that I was like, all right, fine. I'm gonna mold a smaller crystal in a different container. So that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna leave this for 4 hours. Actually, I'm probably gonna leave it all night, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow, and then we will make a resin crystal cluster. I feel like lately it's just been back-to-back like fails. Well, at least we're filling up the fail bag for another video. Stay on the positive side. Problem solving artsy madwoman, you know, just day-to-day issues, just handling things, wiping resin and silicone off my hands daily. It's fine. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow, where we will take this out and it will be amazing. Positive thoughts. Positive reinforcement, things are gonna go well. Okay, it is the next day. We're gonna pop this out, and then we're gonna make something with resin, and I'm super excited. So I'm just gonna take a popsicle stick. I want to show you guys this time, because last time I made a mold, you guys said that you wanted to see how I got it out. So I'm just gonna take a popsicle stick and kind of like scrape the sides. Like that, like going in and scraping the sides off. And then I'm gonna try to like pull it up without breaking my popsicle stick. Also gonna kind of like squeeze the sides and push on the bottom. There we go. Yes! So you can see like the very bottom of the crystal is here, so I'm just gonna kind of like start to pull away. And then pulling on the sides to kind of get it off of the crystal in there. Just kind of like a series of really gentle stretches until you feel like the whatever you're molding is, you know, ready to come out. So here we go. Whoop, whoop. Yay! An unscathed crystal. So this is the one that I molded instead of the bigger one, which is still in this thing. And I still have to get it out, and it's still kind of sticky. So here is our mold. Let me try to get real close so you can kind of see in there all the little crystal-y bits. So now I'm going to switch angles once again, and we're gonna make something out of resin. I am gonna put resin and alcohol ink in this, and then we will pop it out tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Before we jump into making something with resin out of this, I do want to kind of go in with my also very sticky X-Acto knife so that I can kind of like cut the sides here off, because I kind of just want to like be able to see the actual crystal. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. And by zoom, I mean drag my tripod towards my face. Okay, so now that I've cut all the edges, you can really see the shape of the crystal and you can see inside. The reason that I cut this part off is because I don't want it to pick up this like rough, you know, rocky texture on the bottom. I want the bottom to be flat and like, you know, smooth and glossy. Now we can jump into the resin part and alcohol ink. I'm so excited. Okay, so your girl is finally being safe, putting on gloves thanks to you guys. And then we're gonna go in with the CounterCultureDIY casting resin. You can just measure out the equal parts, separate into 2 different cups. And then once you've measured that out equally, you can pour it into 1 cup and mix it together for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then you can pour it into another cup and mix that for 2 to 3 minutes. Once your resin is mixed up enough, it's nice and clear, no separation, you can pour it into your mold, and then you can go around with your torch and pop any bubbles. Since this was a mold of a crystal, there are a lot of small pockets, so I went in with a toothpick to kind of like bring up any bubbles that might have been sticking to any crevices. And then I went in with my alcohol ink. Woo! Okay, it is 24 hours later, and we're gonna finally pop this out. Look at it. I'm so excited. So we're just gonna start pulling at the sides and kind of loosening it up in there. And then pushing on the bottom. Ooh! I'm excited to see how this looks. Holy crap. Wow, this thing is funky. You can even see some of the swirling on the inside of it, like right in the center. You guys, we made a rainbow crystal cluster. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I love it so much. It's so like cool. So this was the original, and this is what we made with it. Isn't that cool? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of it. Oh, I'm obsessed and I can't wait to list it. It's probably just going to be like a little piece of art that you can display because it's not heavy enough to be like a paperweight or anything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you try something like this or if you've already done it, I would love to hear what you think. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. The button should be somewhere down below. I have no idea. I have some things coming up that I'm really excited about. We're going to be reviewing something that's brand new, and I'm pretty pumped about it. And there's also some other things that are going to be coming out soon that I'm really excited to review for you guys and show you guys. So, oh my god, I have a new series that's going to be coming out soon that I'm so excited about. Like literally I have something right here that I'm working on. Oh, I'm so excited about it. So please subscribe because there are exciting things in the works in the future. I love you guys so much, and you're like the coolest people in the world. So thank you guys so much for being here, and if you're not following me on Instagram, you should totally do that because it kicks off over there. It's fun. It's a good time. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.